everyone! Today it is time to share my July favorites and unfavorites because very strangely, I missed June. I almost never miss my monthly favorites videos because I love favorites videos. It's just a really good chance for me to just like sit down and talk about a whole bunch of things I liked, things I didn't like, and then also like life update kind of stuff. Sometimes I have less life updates than other times. This time is a time where I have many life updates. A lot has been going on. If you watch my vlog channel, you know many things have happened, many things have changed, and my life was just super crazy in June and July, honestly, and I just couldn't work in a favorites video. I hope you forgive me. I hope you subscribe to my channel. If you're not subscribed, if you are subscribed, thank you so much. You are my people and I love you. I hope you guys come back. If you don't feel like subscribing, that's fine. I'm glad you're watching anyway. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Whatever, every little bit helps. Do I have to say these things? I don't know. Honestly, there are so many like life update-y kind of things that I almost want to make a whole video about it, but I also don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna do it here. Hopefully everyone is here that cares about me out there in the world. I'm glad to have you. We're just gonna do it all. And then we're gonna do favorites and unfavorites, and I have so much to share with you. First, most important life update that you guys probably already know, but I feel like I should say it for those of you that don't follow me on social media or my vlog channel and all of that stuff. I'm getting married. Grant and I are engaged, and I'm so super happy and excited, and I vlogged that weekend. We didn't vlog the proposal, so I don't have that to share, but I have that weekend vlogged, and then my whole road trip vlogged, which is honestly a whole other magic moment in itself. We did a huge road trip from Houston to LA where he moved. So I'm also in a long distance relationship. So many things have changed, but I couldn't be happier, and it's been tough, like a tough transition, but a super happy one, obviously. So there's good, there's bad, but it's mostly good. It's all the things, and it's just crazy, right? I don't have a ring on right now. It has been getting sized and like going through trials and tribulations for way too long now, but I'm getting it back this week, and I'm very excited. I'm just so excited, and I love looking at wedding stuff. Oh, I feel like I should just do a whole life update video. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do like a Q&A video, and that's where we can talk about like anything and everything, because I feel like I'm never gonna get to my favorites at this rate. Is that cool with you? Do you guys want a Q&A video? I will do that very soon. Let me know in the comments. Q&A video? Yes? No? I feel like you're gonna say yes. Hopefully you do. Okay, one last little life update kind of thing. Like about a week and a half ago, I got my wisdom teeth removed. I had 3 wisdom teeth, and I had to get another tooth out. I vlogged about it. It was a complicated situation. So I might be still a little puffy, and I am still bruised, but I don't think you can see it because I really put on the makeup today. I feel like this is the most makeup I've worn in 2 months. Probably. It feels good, not gonna lie. I got my lashes off. Oh my gosh, so many things have changed about my life. I'm not even joking. But I am wearing false lashes because, like, come on, you know, what is happening back there? Luna, are you getting ferocious? I'm back to thinking that I should have done like a whole separate life update video. Hopefully it was not a mistake to just try to work it in here. All right, let's just talk about the favorites. This isn't even all of the favorites. I have so many. I've got fashion, I've got beauty, I've got etc. I've got music, I've got all kinds of things all over the board. So I hope you're ready for this. All right, the first thing I have to share with you guys is this Flower Beauty Shimmer and Strobe Highlight Palette. It is in SP1, and I got this in a PR package a couple months ago maybe, and it comes with 3 different highlight powders, and they are like, whoa. These powders are extremely pigmented, and with one swipe you can have like blinding highlight, extreme crazy, but you can also sheer it out and have a more wearable everyday, like it's what I have on my face right now. My favorite is the champagne color, but I also really like the pink toned one. I really like this palette. I think it's like $14, so it's more on the affordable side. I think it's a really good option if you want a more affordable but blinding highlight. I mean, I'm not always going for the blinding highlight, but it's nice to have options, am I right? Next up, I have something a little bit different, something I don't normally talk to you guys about. These are nipple covers. I've talked to you guys about bras before, so maybe this isn't too out of the realm. I'm literally wearing some of these right now. I am just not a sticky bra person. I've tried them before. I feel like they're very uncomfortable. I just don't like them. They work for so many people, but I've always tried to make nipple covers work and they've never worked for me until now. These are Nippy Skin. What are they even called? Yes, Nippy's Skin. And I'll put the link in the description down below. I found them on Amazon. They were about $25, or at least these smaller ones were. I actually ordered the wrong thing at first, but now that I have 3 sets, I actually like all 3 of them, but they're for different kinds of occasions. So I got the adhesive nipple covers, and then I also got the non-adhesive small size and also the non-adhesive large size. There's 2 sizes, there's 3 different colors to work for different skin tones, and whoops, wrong box. These are the non-adhesive small ones, and there's like fuzz on them right now. They are reusable. Whenever I did my Zaful bikini try-on video, you know how I was like complaining about the boob cup situation, and I was saying, well, like you could use something that you already have. These would actually be perfect for that situation. They're small and you could put it inside the bikini and it would cover the nipple, and it's thin enough to where you wouldn't be able to tell that there's something in there. I've used other nipple covers and they're always like way too thick. And it just kind of makes it look like you have a whole different nipple configuration when you were trying to just have like the appearance of no nipple configuration at all, basically. Oh, I have to tell you, I've worn these so much, especially the adhesive ones. Let me show you the big adhesive ones as well. Actually, these are not adhesive. These are the larger size, and these are good for when you want more like shape, basically, but they would be really great for like inside an unlined sports bra or something. You can just rinse them off. They're reusable. They won't show through. They're just amazing. But I have to tell you a slight horror story. If you can imagine what your boob looks like when you have your adhesive sticky nipple cover on there, if you forget that you have it on there because it's totally comfortable, you can't feel it. I totally forgot. I came home, it was after dinner, and I was like taking off my dress, and it was a half a second, but it was a half a second like heart attack, because I looked down and it was just like a Barbie boob, basically, where it's just like nothing. And I was like, what? You know, where did it go? I don't know. It was funny, and it was also really scary at the time. Had to share. I don't know if I should, but I did. Anyway, I feel like these are amazing, and if you've been striking out with nipple covers and you're struggling with like off the shoulder tops and all of that stuff, I cannot be bothered with a strapless bra. I hate them. I feel like I hate them more than anybody on this planet hates them, and I think everybody hates them. These are the way to go. Just trust me on this. They're comfortable. They don't hurt. I feel like I talked about that more than any other piece of makeup. Next up, I have a mascara. This one I feel like everybody has already talked about, and I am just letting you know the hype is very, very, very real. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. I got my lash extensions off, so I've been getting to try a bunch of mascaras that I couldn't try since last October, basically. And honestly, I missed mascara and I didn't miss mascara, but it was so nice to have this as one of the first ones that I tried. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so satisfying. This works so well. It softened the blow of not having like my big crazy lashes anymore. It's so good. It builds up the lashes very, very quickly, and that's what I like. Next up from Urban Decay, I have this color correcting fluid. It's from the Naked Skin line, and this is the peach tone one. I always use a peachy, pinky kind of color under my eyes, and I also tried something in the last few weeks that did not work for me. It's going to be included in the unfavorite section, so you'll just have to wait until the end to see that. But this one I just tried. It's not super new or anything like that, but it was new to me and I really, really like it. For the longest time, I've been using the Maybelline Age Rewind in the brightener color. Still love this one for sure. It's from the drugstore, so it's more accessible, but this one has a deeper, peachier kind of color. I feel like it really helps correct the veins and darkness under my eyes that I really struggle with more and more as the days go on, it feels, and I'm just loving it. Now I have a fragrance. I don't often include fragrances because I really get obsessed with one and don't switch it up a lot, but this one has become an everyday favorite. It's the Brazilian Crush why can't I say this? It's so frustrating. It's the Brazilian Crush Body Fragrance Mist. It's a body spray. It has plastic packaging. It is just like, it will take you back to middle school so fast, you don't even know. I mean, I don't know. Did you use body sprays when you were in middle school? And even high school for me, honestly. Just right back to Bath & Body Works, using my body sprays. And I haven't used one pretty much since then until this. And this is amazing. It just has this really warm, summery, pistachio sugary smell, and it is very, very, very sweet. So if you don't like sweet fragrances, run away, do not use this, but it's what I like. I love that kind of fragrance, and I've actually had people be like, oh my gosh, what are you wearing? And so I feel like it really sticks on the body, which I love. Also, it would be really good for travel because you can get rid of this big, giant, sort of obnoxious cap, and it's just plastic, so you won't have to worry about it breaking. You could also just put it in your purse because it's relatively small. I just love it. Can you tell? Next up, this is my new favorite sunscreen. Actually, it's just an alternative to my last favorite. My last favorite, I've talked about this one before. It's the SkinCeuticals Physical Fusion UV Defense Broad Spectrum SPF 50. It's just like a matte sunscreen. It's super thin, it doesn't smell overly strong, and then I saw this at Walgreens. It's the La Roche-Posay. I don't know if that's how you pronounce this, but it is also SPF 50, and it's one that you shake up just like this one, and it's supposed to be super lightweight. I'm not sure if this one is as matte as this one, but it's a good alternative, and it's also more accessible because you can't just get SkinCeuticals everywhere as far as I know, and you can get this at Walgreens. So if you're looking for a super lightweight tinted, I forgot to mention both of these are tinted. I'm a mess. I am all over the place. You know, if you're just like going to the gym or something like that, I do think it kind of adds or like slightly evens out your skin tone. So maybe if you heard about this one from me recently, couldn't find it, maybe try this one. I feel like I'm going a mile a minute, but I'm trying to make it where this video isn't like 45 minutes long. Okay, next up, I have a shoe favorite. I talked about these. Ooh, I can smell a little shoe smell. That's so nice next to my face. So I talked about these in my road trip lookbook video, which I worked so hard on, and I feel like you guys didn't love it. Sometimes it just goes like that. But either way, I talked about how these have become my go-to summer shoes. They're from ASOS, and they came in a double pack. And for some reason in my mind, like double packs of shoes, like that sounds a little too good to be true. That sounds like a dollar store special or something like that. And you think those shoes are gonna be like really low quality and kind of crappy, but these are actually really, really good. And I really like, they went through a lot on this road trip. I wore them a lot. I wore them at the Grand Canyon. I wore them walking all over like Vegas and all of that. And they stood up to the challenge. I got this color combination, black and nude, but they have different ones. They have stripes, they have metallics. They're definitely worth it if you want to try out the whole espadrille trend and you don't want to spend a bunch of money on it. This is a good way to go. Ooh, next up, a lip product. This is the Pixie Skin Treats Nourishing Lip Polish. It's a gentle lip scrub. And my understanding is that this is basically like a combination of oils. And so it's really, really, really conditioning. And the scrub part is the actual applicator. It has these little flexible plastic feelers and you kind of just scrub it against your lips and it feels so good. I just really appreciate how this is like a conditioning kind of formula and it's not one of those really gritty kind of pastes where you like put it all over your lips and then you have to like wipe off like everything. Like I could do this right now. It wouldn't disturb any of my makeup anywhere else. And I appreciate that because sometimes I forget to do things and I gotta do them out of order. This works for that. Next up, I have the Thrive Cosmetics Neutrals palette. It's an eyeshadow palette, and I believe it's relatively new. Thrive Cosmetics is more of like a smaller brand. They sent this to me, and it's got all warm neutrals, which everybody loves, right? They're all matte except for this one right here. It's kind of like a rose gold kind of shimmery tone, and I love this palette. I feel like this is great for travel, great for every day because you've kind of got everything you need. All these shadows I have on my eyes right now are from this palette. I'd say the only thing left to be desired for me personally is a kind of peachy transition shade. Also, if you don't know anything about Thrive Cosmetics, they are a cool kind of brand because they almost work like Tom's. Not to compare them, they actually give a product to a woman that has struggled with cancer or domestic abuse. And I think that's pretty cool. I feel like, I don't know, I like that idea. I like it a lot. I wish there were more companies that did stuff like that. So I appreciate that. I also appreciate this eyeshadow palette. So, oh, also I should mention it's vegan and cruelty-free, and they also leave out a bunch of like iffy chemical kind of stuff. They explain it all on the site. They say it a lot better than I do, but I thought that was cool and definitely worth mentioning. All right, we have finally arrived to the unfavorites portion of the video. This is the Maybelline Master Camo Apricot Color Corrector. I got this kind of just impulsively in Walgreens and I didn't see that they had a pink one. I wish I had because this one is really, really, really dark. It says on the packaging that it's for light to medium skin tones and I would consider myself light, and when I'm self-tanning, more of a light medium skin tone. And this was very hard to work with for me. I guess I don't use enough foundation and enough concealer on top of a corrector like this to cover it up because you could still see that I was like kind of orange under my eyes. It was not very pretty. I feel like you'd have to use a very, 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 very serious foundation and concealer over this to make it work, especially if you're a light skin tone. So I'm sad that I didn't see the lighter one. I really do like the little foot applicator. It is so weird looking, but yeah, this is super pigmented. I feel like it would work for a different skin tone, but for me, it was the no-go. Have you tried out the pink one? Did it work for you? I'm interested because obviously I have a thing for color correctors. I'm like forever on a quest to fix my zombie under eyes. This is all just part of the process. It happens. My next unfavorite is the Essence All About Toffee eyeshadow palette. Yet again, this was definitely like a impulse purchase. I got this from Ulta, and these are colors that I don't normally use, but it looked like it would be just kind of like a really easy everyday, like one color of eyeshadow on the lid, not like an intricate look. It doesn't look like a dramatic palette whatsoever, and I was not expecting that. But it turned out to be basically like a bunch of colors that when you put them on your eye, they just kind of blended away completely or just looked so similar. Like it was just ridiculous to have like maybe these three colors all different. Like they should have been completely different colors. I don't know. I can't like get too angry about it. Essence is an extremely affordable brand, so it's not like I'm out a ton of money or anything like that. But I don't know, I just feel like I haven't tried an eyeshadow palette recently that I was so disappointed with. So there we go. Okay, I have to close this thing over here. Whoa, I am so sorry if I was way too bright for a while there. There's a window right here. I am so sorry. Please forgive me. I've been trying to film down here and I don't know, do you guys like it? Do you like it more down here or upstairs? Let me know, I'm interested. That's everything for the favorites. I'm also publishing a new Spotify playlist. So if you're wondering what I've been listening to lately, I'll link my Spotify playlist in the comments. And yeah, I shared my magic moment at the beginning of the video. I want to know your magic moment. You can let me know in the comments. I'm always down to celebrate with you. I feel like we're always doing big things and it's cool for us to get to share. You can totally brag here. I'm down for that. I don't know. I just think that's cool and I feel like putting all that like happy stuff in one spot is a good thing. But anyway, that's everything. I hope this video wasn't a million years long, but I'm really, really glad and thankful for you guys that are still here. Is anyone still here? I don't know. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like the video if you like it, and I really hope you guys are back in a few days. I'm getting back on my schedule. I am so sorry I got off my upload schedule. I have never been so off my upload schedule as I was in the last couple months, and I'm sorry. I do have excuses, but I'm not gonna say them. I'm back in action. I'm gonna do better. I'm sorry. I hope you forgive me. Anyway, thank you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here and supporting me. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.